Hey guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K18 rebuild. Today, because of your comments in the comment section below, we will be doing the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, we do have a couple more teams lined up due to your great comments. I really appreciate those, guys. Be sure to leave a like and comment the team down below. The teams that we are planning to do, we have already done the Dallas Mavericks and the New York Knicks. Today we'll be doing the Grizzlies, and then the next ones we have will be the Kings, Phoenix Suns, and Los Angeles Clippers. So be sure to comment your team down below. Of course, if it's like the Warriors or any extremely good team, they don't really work that well for a rebuild. But either way, we are doing the Memphis Grizzlies today. I have loaded in all the settings. Let me go ahead and make sure that the automation is all good. No draft combine. And injury and roster change should be good. Okay, so here we are. Let's import the 2018 draft class. And let's take a look at the roster we have. So we have Marc Gasol and Mike Conley as the stars. Tyreke Evans is shown to be very good this season. Chandler Parsons, JaMychal Green, James Ennis, Ben McLemore. We have some contracts that I definitely need to get rid of. So let me go into the trade finder and show you guys these massive contracts. Actually, at this point, Chandler Parsons gets paid more than Marc Gasol every year. And Mike Conley gets paid $6 million more than Marc Gasol does. So we're definitely going to have to address this situation. So we're going to change it up. I'm not going to go through each trade offer with you guys. I'm just going to bring you guys back when we have the best trade offer for all three of these players. Here's the first trade we're going to make. Mike Conley and Deonta Davis in exchange for Hassan Whiteside and the rookie Bam Adebayo. Really like this trade, but Adebayo could be turned to a very good power forward, as I think his size along with Whiteside could really help us down there. So we're going to go ahead and take this trade. This will also relieve us of $3 million in cap space. Next, Chandler Parsons and Marc Gasol. The next trade we're going to make is going to send Chandler Parsons and Dillon Brooks to the Lakers for Jordan Clarkson and Corey Brewer. First of all, I don't think Dillon Brooks is really going to mature into that great of a player. Jordan Clarkson is an upgrade to Chandler Parsons entirely, and Corey Brewer is only on a one-year contract, so we'll be able to dump his salary at the end of the season. You'd be surprised the trade offers I'm getting for Chandler Parsons. They were really, really not that good. And if you actually go ahead and try Marc Gasol, there are no offers even for him at all. So we're going to have to try and come up with our own trade to try and get a young guard on this team. So we were actually able to trade Marc Gasol and JaMychal Green for Blake Griffin. So that is right. We were able to trade Blake Griffin to the Memphis Grizzlies on that major contract. Now, if I look at the rest of our contracts, the only other major one we have is Corey Brewer. So let's just trade him away right now, just for nothing. I'll probably take that pick or even any other pick that gets me out of his contract. So just give me Damian Wilkins. I'll just trade him for Damian Wilkins. It really doesn't matter that much to me. But now we're able to release on that cap room. So now the starting lineup is going to be James Ennis, Jordan Clarkson, Tyreke Evans at shooting guard, Blake Griffin at power forward, and Hassan Whiteside at center. So I'll see you guys back at the end of Season 1 with our results. So guys, after the first season, Steph Curry, MVP, Lonzo Ball, Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Lin, Sixth Man, Drummond with Defensive Player, Chris Dillman, Most Improved, and Steve Kerr with 63 and 19. Marc Gasol, our former center, made the All-NBA first team. I don't think we're going to see any Grizzlies here. Maybe on the defensive teams, but besides that, we did end up going, I believe, 45 and 37, and we were actually the 5th seed in the playoffs. Let's take a look at the player stats really quickly. to see how our guys did. Tyreek Evans actually led our team with 19 points per game. Blake Griffin, 17 points per game. Jordan Clarkson with 17, and Hassan Whiteside with 15. So pretty good all around. Now let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs and see how we do. I'm not feeling good against Portland. Yep. So we do get bounced in the first round by Portland, which I did expect. We really do not have that many guards, at least decent guards, on this team. So it looks like Houston and Cleveland in the finals, and it seems that Houston is going to win with James Harden winning the finals MVP. Let's go ahead to league meetings, see what they have changed in the rule book. Defensive and offensive key violations are now 5 seconds. Okay then. Now let's go to the draft lottery. I don't even know if we have any picks that would be able to count inside of the draft lottery. And I'm not seeing it at all. So let's go ahead and simulate through this. And where are we going to be? Grizzlies, we're number 22. Number 22. Heat get the first pick with Goran Dragic and Mike Conley. Lakers get the 5th pick. So hopefully we'll be able to try and get inside that top 10 of the draft. So Jordan Clarkson and our 22nd pick, I traded up to the number 10th pick. So hopefully that decision was worth it. So we can get a pretty good pick. They're offering us Jordan Clarkson back, apparently. And I really don't know who is left on the board. Oh, this is intriguing. Dennis Schroeder for our 10th pick and the 2nd round pick. That is very intriguing. Rudy Gobert as well. Oh my goodness. We need to find a good point guard though. That's what we're missing. So I'm really not seeing much else besides this. So let's go ahead and see who is on the clock. Who is on the board still? Kevin Knox is still up. Trayvon Duval is still up. You know what? I'm going to do that trade finder again. And we're going to trade for Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is still up. The Hawks, I have to take this. Trayvon Duval is not going to mature fast enough for us. So I think we're definitely going to trade for Dennis Schroeder here. Let's go ahead and trade for him. There we go. And who do they even pick with our 10th selection? They probably pick Duval or Kevin Knox. That still works. So we're going to be able to sign Rudy Gay in the off season. I really like having him on the team, and a young shooting guard in Bryn Forbes. So now if we take a look at the roster real quick, we're going to have Dennis Schroeder, Rudy Gay, Ben McLemore, Blake Griffin, and Hassan Whiteside. That's a pretty good starting lineup. So here will be the starting lineup: Dennis Schroeder, Brandon Paul, Rudy Gay, Blake Griffin, and Hassan Whiteside, with a pretty good bench as well. So hopefully we're going to be able to make it farther in the playoffs, and I'll see you guys at the end of Season 2. We end up 46-36. Curry wins another MVP. Doncic with Rookie of the Year. Our own Marc Gasol with Defensive Player of the Year. Lonzo with Most Improved. And the Warriors went 72-10. Marc Gasol again. As soon as we trade him, he goes off. But besides that, no Grizzlies to be found. Lonzo's on the 3rd team. I don't see how that would be possible, but Brandon Paul did make All-Team 2nd for the rookies. We are the 5th seed going against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Go ahead and simulate this series. Ooh. Oh, I thought we were going to get the sweep for a second. Okay, so we do make it to the 2nd round, but we're facing the 72-10 Warriors, which is never good. We actually won Game 1. Okay, then. And I figured as much we'd lose Game 2. Could we win our own games at home? No, 2-1, 3-1, and that's probably going to be it for us. Yeah, we make it to the 2nd round, which is better than last season, but we do face the Warriors in the Western Conference. So let's see what the finals ends up being. Looks like it's going to be Cleveland and Houston again. And the Rockets win their 2nd title in a row, this time with CP3 getting the finals MVP. League meetings, long-term contracts, players being age 36 to first salary. I have no clue what that means, but In the draft lottery, I don't think we have any draft picks in this lottery. If we go ahead and skip over it, it looks like we are going to get the Celtics have our first round pick, so we're probably just going to skip over the draft entirely. And we're going to go on to team player options because I believe Hassan Whiteside may want to test free agency. Yes, in fact, Hassan Whiteside has declined his player option. We are keeping Bam Adebayo and Ivan Rabb, though. Jimmy Butler has declined, Whiteside and Gasol have declined, so has Paul Millsap. And besides that, there are not that many free agents this year. Let's go ahead and go to free agency and see what's going to happen here. LeBron and Karl Anthony Towns are still open on the market. Who's LeBron? He has an offer from the Cavaliers, of course. Jokic has an offer from the Nuggets. Devin Booker is available, it seems. So why not? Let's go after the top three. LeBron, Karl Anthony Towns, or we'll go after Karl Towns, Jokic, and Devin Booker. So let's see here. Offer Karl Anthony Towns as much as we possibly can. If we get any of these three, that would be a major, major play for us. So let's offer that to Karl Towns. We'll offer one to Jokic at a maximum $30 million. And then we'll offer one to Devin Booker. It looks like we can only give him $25 million. And then we'll give one to Devin Booker at his maximum, which I believe is also $25 million. Yep. So we'll offer him as well. So it looks like Karl Towns and Devin Booker have accepted. So we're going to renounce everybody. We're going to renounce him, renounce TJ McConnell, and renounce pretty much everybody. Will we be able to... Oh, that puts us over the cap. But let's see if we can sign... Let's see if we can sign Karl Anthony Towns. Okay. Moving on to free agency. Oh my goodness. We just signed Karl Anthony Towns to a 4-year, $30 million deal. Wow. That is an incredible signing for us. So now the starting lineup is going to be Karl Towns, Blake Griffin, Dennis Schroeder, Rudy Gay. And we're going to have to pick up a shooting guard here. Signing Karl Anthony Towns. That is insane. Brandon Paul, does he want to come back maybe? Yeah, we may want to re-sign Brandon Paul. Get him one more year deal. Offer that to Brandon Paul. Let's see what Brandon Paul has to say. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to sign Brandon Paul here. He accepts the Toronto Raptors offer, so who else do we need? We need a point guard and a shooting guard. Okay, who else is on the free agent block? We have, let's see, Corey Joseph. Let's try and sign Corey Joseph to a year deal. And power forward. Let's see if we can sign someone, maybe your Rebco, just for this year alone. Karl Anthony Towns goes up 1 overall. Blake Griffin, Dennis Schroeder up 2 overall. Everybody else is really improving. Rudy Gay, being how old he is going down a bit in overall. Let's actually see if we could possibly get a trade for Rudy Gay, even in his old age. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so it seems that we are getting some offers. Nikola Mirotic, Denzel Valentine. We're getting some decent offers. John Collins. Well, we're not going to be playing at this point, so I may have to take that opportunity to get John Collins on this team right now, unless there's another better offer. Oh yeah, I'm going to take this deal, John Collins and Derrick Rose, in exchange for Rudy Gay. That's an incredible deal. So now, if we look at the roster, Karl Towns, let's see, we're going to have a couple better players. So we're going to have John Collins, Derrick Rose. Let's see if we can flip Derrick Rose for a small forward. Derrick Rose in exchange for a small forward. Tony Snell could be decent. Jay Crowder, Marcus Morris. Who else do we have? Josh Richardson. This could be a decent trade. Bogdanovich. I may want to go with Bogdanovich. He could be pretty good. DeMar Carroll. Who else do we have out here? Maurice Harkless. Jeff Green. Andre Iguodala. I think we're going to go with this one, actually. Trading Derrick Rose for Marcus Morris and Derek Favors. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So we have an incredible roster right now. Once 2K decides to load in, let's take a look at the possible starting lineup. I don't want to see system proficiency. Let's take a look at the roster and go by position. So we're going to have Dennis Schroeder at point guard. We need a shooting guard. That's what we need. So we're going to trade. Let's see if we can trade Derek Favors for a shooting guard. And this will probably be the last trade that we make. Derek Favors for a shooting guard. Who is on the block? Patrick Beverly. He's not really the best shooting guard. We have Robertson from the Knicks. Hazonia. Who else is available? Malik Beasley. I'm not really seeing that many decent shooting guards on the trading block at the moment. Bellinelli. Norman Powell could slide into that position. I think we may have to go for this pick, this one right here. Patrick Beverly, even possibly switching him to shooting guard. So here is going to be our starting lineup. Dennis Schroeder, Corey Joseph moved over to shooting guard. His overall actually went up by 3 overall. Marcus Morris at small forward. Blake Griffin at power forward. Karl Anthony Towns at center. With John Collins, Beverly, Bam Adebayo, Justin Anderson, and a couple really good shooters coming off the bench. If this team does not make it deep into the playoffs, I may have to adjust the sliders for 2K. So guys, at the end of Season 3, Russell Westbrook wins the MVP, RJ Barrett, Rookie of the Year, Lynn, 6-man, Drummond, Defensive, Ron Baker, Most Improved, and the Rockets, 64-18, get Coach of the Year. And his 35-year-old Marc Gasol again is on the first team. No Grizzlies to be found yet again. Really don't understand why Karl Anthony Towns is not on here at all. But if we go to the playoffs, we are yet again the 4th seed. Let's take a look at the stats for this final year. Karl Towns only put up 16 and 8. Dennis Schroeder with 14. Blake Griffin with 14. We really did not play as well as I thought we would. We went 48 and 34. Really thought we could have done better. But we are facing the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs. Let me see how good the Nuggets actually are. Nikola Jokic. Wow, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 80 overall. So this is a very deep team. Hopefully we'll be able to get past them and get somewhat deep into the playoffs. If we win, we'll probably be facing the Rockets in the second round of the playoffs. Are we going to be able to get the sweep for the first time? Of course not, but hopefully we'll be able to win in 5 games. There we go. So LA has actually tied up the series, and we're going to be facing LA in the second round of the playoffs with Lonzo Ball. We should be able to shut down the Lakers completely, hoping for a sweep as they actually tie game 2. 2K does not make much sense to me right now. And hopefully we'll be able to close out the series. Okay, here we go. This is the series that I was very afraid of. We're going to be facing Golden State in the conference finals. Let's take a look at the Warriors real quick. I don't believe anybody on their team has actually changed. Draymond Green, yep, they're all the same. Kevin Durant is up to a 99 overall. Klay Thompson up to a 93 overall. And Steph up to a 97. Aaron Baines is an 80 overall for them. So let's go ahead and see what happens in this series. I'm feeling pretty uneasy about what's going to happen here. Hopefully we don't get swept. Okay, we win game 3, but they win game 4, and win game 5. That's it. Wow, we shot horrible. Dennis Schroeder, where is Blake Griffin? Shot 2 shots. I don't understand this. But we did lose to the Warriors, unfortunately, but the team we did put together did look incredible. 290 overalls, Dennis Schroeder, John Collins, Patrick Beverly, Marcus Morris. Very good team overall. But unfortunately, we're only able to make it to the conference finals. What do you know? It's a matchup between the Cavs and the Warriors. And it seems that the Warriors are going to take that in 7 games. And that is going to end off this NBA 2K18 rebuild. I'm going to adjust the settings, because a team with Karl Anthony Towns and Blake Griffin on it should not lose 34 games. That just doesn't make any basketball sense. But either way, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comment section below the other teams that I should try and rebuild. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.